Thank you for joining us for live paranormal radio. From the paranormal to the unexplained, it all happens here. It all happens here. Looking to enhance your radio experience? Participate in our live video chat 24/7 with our live paranormal radio show hosts and other like-minded people. Live. ParaNormal.com, the only interactive social chat room supported by full interaction media. Stop by now and join the fun. Stop by now and join the fun.
Hello, everybody. This is Niki ParaNormal, and you are listening to Live Paranormal Spotlight Radio. And it is Tuesday, and it feels like the longest Monday ever, but maybe that's just me, because I'm still working as if it's Sunday, because I didn't do that whole sleep thing. It's just craziness. But I'm excited about tonight's guest, and I'm excited to bring on Rob, who is the wonderful other part of this show. He's fantastic, hardworking, and you all know him. He's the dashing. What was the other one? I'll have to bring him in. He's going to be like, that was not the intro I wanted to watch. Hey, Rob.
Hello. How are you?
You know what? The intro was slacking, and I apologize. You want to know why? I had a little studio issues. I got some issues. Shocker.
That's okay.
But
that's okay.
I know, but I couldn't remember what the word was that we were. I thought I was gonna remember this week to add in. Remember we talked about it last week? I don't remember. I don't know. No. That one I leave for when we go to the.
That was 2 weeks. That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it was? Okay. All right. Yeah, this week you're not that yet. It's early.
Okay.
It's early in the week.
It is. Wait till like 10:10 in 8 minutes, and then.
You're right, and I will probably that word.
By then it may apply.
It could apply.
It may apply.
Yeah. Let's hope not.
We'll reevaluate it at 10:10. See what happens.
That sounds like a deal then. Yeah.
All right.
So you made it home okay. We had that live investigation on Live Paranormal TV this weekend in Kingsville, Ohio. You must have made it home if I'm talking to you.
Don't know.
You don't know where you're at? Oh, boy. Demented. That's what I forgot to add into the description there. Damn, demented. Damn. I'll remember that for next time.
Still recovering.
It was.
Anytime we do an investigation on a Saturday, I think I will not be mentally prepared for a Tuesday show. Because
Wow. How much time do you need to recover?
Unlike you, I require sleep.
Oh, yeah, I haven't done that since Ohio. I haven't slept since Ohio.
I've even come across a cough now due to lack of sleep and standing in the cold. I'm like a baby. So basically, that's the bottom line. A big baby. That's the way you can. That's for next week. When
big baby. Okay, hold on. I need to get my pen. I got to write these down so I remember, because I clearly could just review this show and be able to have it.
That would be a great instruction. Right. Welcome everybody to the big baby. That would be perfect.
The big baby.
Right.
Big baby Bobby.
It's true.
Got it.
That's what they call me.
There you go.
It's
well, kind of just good. Big baby, got it. Writing it down. Yep, got it. Next week. Next week's intro. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Right. It's going to be good.
No, but we had a good time in Kingsville. We had a good time. At least I know I did. I think we had a great turnout.
You know what? We did have a great turnout. We sold out, which is always a great turnout. But like we have brought up time and time again, we keep it small. We don't do the cram people in so they get evidence or not real evidence. It's not contaminated at all. So we had, I think, 7 or 8 people per group in each building. So it was quaint, but yet it also allows people to get actual evidence. And I'm not saying that not a good way to go is, on some of the big public ones, because it's sometimes the only way you can see some of these locations. But, as for getting uncontaminated evidence, we try to keep it as small as possible. I feel it's the most accurate way to do an investigation is not to have people running in halls and laughing and investigating essentially next
screaming
to
and
as much as the walls are soundproof supposedly. It's not. No matter what.
They're not. I was gonna say, who said that? Because whoever paid, if they paid for some sort of soundproofing, they need to get their money back. Just saying.
Anywhere. You and I have gone to places where they said, "Hey, it's soundproof," and we could hear conversations going on next to us. So
you hear someone whispering in the next room, Yeah. So no, but that's why I like the fact that they're small. The small investigations I think is the key, because I know that typically if it's a group investigation and it's not with Live Paranormal, I don't even really feel like reviewing anything. I don't want to bother to, because I know I'm going to have contamination, and I know with the Live Paranormal events, we have a small amount of people, less people, less contamination, and I think we did a good job of going over with everyone, kind of what our investigation techniques are, and kind of like the general etiquette of investigating. It was good. Yep.
Correct.
I think it was great.
And it was good because everyone was real friendly, and I think they respected other people's techniques, and we had some people who had never investigated before, so it was kind of it was fun. I always liked
we had all different sides, I think, of the paranormal field. We had the people who have investigated, they're just not part of the team, had all sorts of fancy, nice stuff to investigate with, and we had the people who came and said, I brought myself, and I've never done this before, and I always find that it's fun, to get to mingle throughout and investigate with different people, and it's fun. I had a good time.
Well, and they all had left positive responses on Facebook, and I would assume if they had a bad time, they would not. So,
Right?
Makes sense.
Yes.
They would have said
unless they're lying to you, Rob.
Right. And I don't think they would lie, because I don't think people would lie if they had a bad time. I know if I had a bad time, I'd be like, or just not respond. No response would be the proper.
What my study rule is, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And
right.
Yeah, there you go. True story. But you know what? It looks like we've got quite a few guests here lined up in the room, and I have no idea what given order to put anyone in that. But we're going to be joined this evening by the Ghost Detective. And I absolutely adore this gang of investigators. They're not really a gang, but these investigators, I've had the pleasure of joining some of them.
And stuff like
well, maybe we could ask them if it is, but I don't think it's like the kind of gang you're thinking. Yeah, no. So let me go ahead. I'm going to start bringing people in, and I'm just going to bring everybody in at the same time. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Yay, everyone's here. Hello. But you guys have more team members, but the boards look mighty full this evening. Thank you guys for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Now, could you each introduce yourselves and tell us what you do for the team?
I'm the world famous Bob Christopher, and I run the whole show.
You are truly an asshole. You know that?
Oh. I quit.
And so it starts.
You just can't let it go, can you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you?
You're an idiot.
I'll take. This is Dave Giuliano. I just follow Bob around because he's my mentor, and I wanted to be on the show with him and work with him. So I just want to say how blessed I am that I was on this season, and hopefully they continue to keep me on the show.
Oh, my God. I can't take it already.
Wow. My boots aren't high enough.
I'll wait for everybody else to introduce themselves.
Okay,
I'm just going to take it. I'm going to take it all at once. So just give it to me all at once right now.
All right, I'll jump in. I'm Tracy Law. I just joined this year. I guess technically I'm the historian and an investigator, and I also provide the sarcasm, although Dave does a good job of it too. I got nothing else.
I'm Rich Roselle, and I'm the guy that Bob sends into the basement in the attic to pick up all the equipment we leave behind.
Wow. True. That is true.
Did you guys have a meeting before this show? Seriously? You guys have a meeting? Is this like scripted? Really?
Doesn't need to be.
That's crazy.
Wait, you didn't get a copy of it? I'm sorry. Oops.
No. Yeah, thanks. Okay.
Tracy, you were in charge of the memos.
I'm in charge of what? Oh, the memos. You're right.
Memos.
I'm sorry. I failed at that. Oops.
That's twice in one day.
How many strikes can you guys get with your team during one call?
oh man, you'd
we
be
can't
amazed.
count that high.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you guys are fun on the phone. Oh my gosh. All right, tell us who you are. I think that the guy who runs the show and wears the cape, right? Or
I guess I'm Bob Christopher. I am the butt of everybody's joke on the show.
Oh, you're the amazing Bob Christopher.
Now you got her involved too.
No, I think you are amazing, and you know that. I got to investigate with you, and I thought it was absolutely awesome, and you've always been super cool to me, and I appreciate that.
Thank you, Niki. Thank you.
Can we go back to the cape? I did not know there was a cape involved, and why do I not have a cape?
Only Bob will have a cape.
I own it. I own the only cape.
Man.
You can borrow it once in a while.
You guys do a hazing process and try to steal it and then have
yeah, right.
You have to have superpowers, like Bob.
Does not sarcasm count as a superpower?
The ability to cry during any scene on any location.
Oh, my God.
That's a superpower.
I'll pack an onion.
You guys are hurtful. You are.
And yet you keep us around. That's the more amazing part.
I can't get nobody else.
No.
No, we know that's a lie.
I know.
Now,
I love them guys, and if any of them left,
Starting to feel love, I'll tell you.
How do you recruit?
How do you
recruit all these people here? Did you have a contest for
No,
at least for this?
I think kidnapping was involved in mine.
Yeah, Tracy, you just showed up at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I know, and I should have run.
I actually volunteered, which I don't know. I must not have been taking my medicine that day. I don't know. I don't know how the rest of you got recruited or brainwashed or.
But truthfully, this is Rich, and truthfully, what happened is season 2, Bob had invited my home team, Coal Region ParaNormal, to do an episode with them, and here we are 4 years later, and he asked me to join season 6 as a member of the cast. So,
awesome.
It's just a case of different investigators exchanging ideas for years and ended up working together.
Yeah, that's a really good combination, too. A really, really good combination of people.
Yeah. Yeah, because we all have different ways of doing things and different thoughts. Sorry, I've got cutting you off. Different thoughts, different ways of looking at things.
As usual, you took the words out of my mouth. But you're right.
It's a very, very unique. It's a very, very unique chemistry we have, but it works perfectly. I don't think you could ever try to recreate this again. I'm amazed every time we go out because after doing it for being in the field for almost 30 years, when you can walk out of investigations and say, wow, I've never seen that before, or I've never experienced that before. Yeah, that's something. And I've said that more than, once this season while we were filming. And I think it's all due to the right combination of people on the team doing the filming and doing these investigations. That's my one nice thing I had to say. Did Bob fall asleep, or?
I don't know. I was wondering.
Or did I say something too nice and Bob didn't know how
I'm trying to fill your order here.
He's absorbing all this kindness here, and he was just didn't know what to say.
We were just awed that came out of you, Dave.
I know. I wanted to be positive for at least one, just small portion of the show. Now,
are you okay?
I told you about those weak moments.
I know.
I almost cried.
You're good at that, though, Bob.
Oh. Now, does filming together, when you guys are filming, does that change the way that you guys investigate? Or do you guys just kind of investigate and have people film around you? Like, I know that some of you guys have listed here on the website, that, and I think Richard here, he's got the word cameraman behind there. So how does that change your investigation techniques versus a typical standard investigation when you're deciding to film one? Does that change things?
I got to be honest with you. Once we get into place and we set up and all the equipment and everything, and the cameras start rolling, I don't even know they're going. To tell you the truth, it's game on, and I think I could say that for everybody. We just get in that mode where we know each other pretty much which way we're going to go with different questions, and Tracy, of course, with the history. I mean, Tracy's been fantastic with the history sometimes, and not sometimes, actually all the time.
Aww.
And it helps us out quite a bit. And like I said, I don't pay attention to it at all anymore.
I think
after doing it for so long,
it's not like it's a cameraman there. It's just another person on the team who happens to hold the camera.
Yeah.
And they're participating really just as much as anyone else would be, depending on what happens. So, because you never know who's going to be the focal point of something occurring, and it could all be around the camera person. So, it's all encompassing. It's a team filming itself, investigating. The actual way that we would do it.
Got to talk to that guy. Got to talk to the guy that does the website and tell him to get rid of that cameraman thing.
What would you like? Videographer? Is that what you like?
Wait, are we taking titles? Because, Queen of something would be awesome.
I'd like to be
I'll just let that go.
I would like to be addressed as Your Eminence from now on, actually.
I have kissed your ring, Dave.
You have.
May I answer the question? Anyone?
There was a question?
The camera. Pretty much everything they said. I have a background in TV and film, but I also have a background in paranormal. So I guess, I'm used to it, but it's true. I mean, once you're in there and you're doing it, you don't even think about it because we don't have lights and, massive equipment or anything set up like that. So it's real easy. It's just, like they were saying, you just have another teammate filming you. So it's not interruptive. It's not disruptive. It actually works really well together.
Very cool. Now, I know that you guys were talking about the years of investigation, background and such. Now, were all of you previously with other teams, or how does one get to be good enough to be on this team? Because I know you guys are good team. I've watched the investigations. You guys work well together. Where'd you learn to investigate at? Did you just pick it up?
Well, again, that's where I met Bob, was from investigating with my own team, and I continue to lead that team, which brings up some real interesting weeks when the investigations kind of twine together. But it just has helped. It's helped my team because I've seen how other teams operate. I found out more about how Bob and NEPA Paranormal operates, and it just kind of works together. We all have the same goal, and that's investigating and gathering evidence. It is just interesting to see how different takes or different angles that people take.
Yeah, I know. I'm still with my team. I still run my group, and I've brought something I experienced or other points of view, especially like how you guys record the EVPs for the show. I've adopted that now as the way I do it. I was doing something completely different. I found this way works better for me. So it's like we're learning from each other too, and then taking that back to our home teams and other people that we work with in the field and sharing that. So it's like not only just an opportunity to go out there and go to some great sites and film. It's opportunity to learn from other people that you respect in the field.
Very cool.
Yeah, Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I always say I kind of grew up in it, and I did. Like, it was something I was just always around, not so much investigating like teams do today. I actually met Dave years ago. I was working at a archaeology dig, and Dave's group came out to investigate there, and I became the liaison for the paranormal teams that would come through. And one of them just asked me, hey, do you want to kind of tag along with us every now and again? And I'm like, ooh, get to go into cool places at night. I'm awesome with that.
Right.
And then I joined a team in Delaware that I was with for a long time, and I still help them out. But mostly I've moved into the freelancing part of it. When teams need help or, need an extra hand, I'll go along with them. One thing actually that from working with these guys this year is, and they're going to hate me for this one, but everything's become so tech that it actually kind of pushed me to think outside the box, and I kind of went back I want to start investigating old school way of, sitting there quietly, without all the technology, and see how the two work together or, kind of experiment a little bit. So yeah, I mean, even though I'm not with a team, I'm still kind of like what Dave was saying, you're still learning, you're still getting ideas, you're still thinking in different ways. It kind of makes you think in a different way. And Bob, I met you through Dave a couple years ago. We kept running into each other at expos and book signings and stuff, and they foolishly asked me to come along, and you'll never get rid of me.
Yeah, that backfired.
That was a nervous laugh.
That really backfired.
Oh my God.
No, seriously, Tracy's been great. The last investigation we're actually on, the Knickerbocker, she did an experiment for everybody. Everybody got to do it on the bar with, bringing out the talcum powder and just going old school. But I had to mix in, the EVP recorders, and I don't think we had that much equipment around at the time, but we did get some awesome Class A EVPs that particular round. That was just a crazy night at that place. I've never seen a place more active. I mean, and really? I've been to a lot, believe me. I mean, that place is just off the hook. I mean, that is off the hook, that place.
All right, well, now that's moving up my bucket list once again. Now, how do you guys come across locations? Do you guys do any residential cases, or do you guys do kind of more strictly more well-known type of locations? And how do you come across those that you decide to use for the show?
Well, I mean, first of all, Ghost Detectives came off of NEPA Paranormal. They were all NEPA Paranormal members. Mm-hmm. That is our paranormal group. That is our helping side. In the 75 episodes that we have done, we have never done a residential case on the show. I never felt as though that was the place to be, on TV, somebody's house, somebody who's in trouble, somebody who needs help. We always do historical places and stuff like that, well-known haunts on the show. But as far as the helping end, I still love going in, helping people out. I love the look on their face when you actually explain something to them and they get it. You know what I mean? That everything isn't paranormal or this is paranormal. You give them that sense of relief. But we still combine the both, and we actually have no rest. I mean, we shoot probably 13 shows a year, I think it is, and between that and the expos, and now Dave and I started the haunted explorations and the NEPA side. Absolutely no time for anything.
I was going to say, I know there's quite a few team members that I've had the pleasure of meeting in the past who have a lot going on, and I don't know how in the world you guys do it. I think that you guys must never. I mean, I've done the whole no sleep thing since I was in Ohio on Saturday into Sunday morning, but you guys must really never sleep. Do you guys charge like cell phones, like you could still be operational while charging? Because, I mean, you guys have your plates full, and you guys keep building more and more. How do you do it? Tell me. I need right now.
One thing they learned very quickly with me is a constant supply of coffee, and they all live.
There you go.
I just never
sleep. Slave driver.
I love it. Oh my God.
I think it's just adrenaline. I mean, it can get boring doing this, but the adrenaline rush for me, every place I go, I just take it to another level. I could stay up all night. They literally have to drag me out of places sometimes because I don't want to leave. But, I mean, once I lose that, that's pretty much when you lose the passion for the field, I would say.
Yes.
I can't explain it, but if you have it, you know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh. I couldn't agree more. It's I said it's like an unhealthy obsession almost. You know what I mean? Because like we all do this, and we probably a normal person who does not do this, which is what the general public calls a normal person, sits back and looks at others and goes, "Why do they do that all night?" I mean, like I don't understand, And there's sometimes I'm sure where you guys have gone and you've done your investigations, you go back to do your review. And you go, why did I do that all night? Have you guys had a location where you've got nothing? Right, where you've gotten absolutely nothing. No EVPs, no nothing.
I think we have so much fun doing the show that even if we don't get that much stuff, we still had a great time going out and doing it.
Right.
And that's what makes the difference.
Yeah.
It's never left the place going, wow, we didn't really get that much. And, I'm still disappointed because you had a good time the whole weekend you were there. So it's like hanging out with all your best friends that happen to share the same passion that you do. It's really it's a weird situation because everyone's all in that same space, that same mindset. And we're all clicking at the same time. It's unusual to find that, but it's very cool.
It's when we have those rare nights when we don't have any evidence that we can use the show to highlight equipment or techniques or things like that. There's always something that we can learn or or develop, even if it's, excuse the language, but dead. We can always, there's always something that comes out of it.
Yeah, that's true too. Now, when you guys are, because I know there's a lot of equipment that you guys have access to, and I know that some of you might sell some of you might build some. Could everyone tell me what their favorite piece of equipment is to bring on an investigation?
Ghost box.
Ghost box?
Yeah, I'm digging the portal now.
Ghost box for me. Yeah.
Yeah, the portal's been pretty awesome to us.
I'm kind of old school.
I'm still stuck on bright colors and flashing lights. So the vortex dome is still my favorite. We just had another night with it going off at Penhurst, and I can never get tired of watching the spirits play with that and light up the different colors. It's very dramatic. So that's still my favorite toy right now.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm not the tech person by any means. I kind of like to just kind of sit and listen, and I hate to say the word feel, but feel. I do use the dowsing rods, but even I use them with the idea, and I've explained it many times over, that they work in archaeology. They work for finding plumbing. Like, there is a science to them, but we can't 100% say there isn't paranormal, but they seem to work. So I guess I still use them because I'd really like to get a better idea, and I don't do the tech thing well, so it works for me.
There you go.
And no batteries required.
Yeah, the batteries will kill you.
Yeah. And a flashlight. I'm a fan of the flashlight.
See, I never bring a
Flashlights are good.
I never bring one. I don't know why. I'm like, I could see in the dark. I just don't remember. I bring one for other people, but never one for myself. I'm weird like that.
No, bad things happen without flashlights.
Especially
That's
the
what I hear.
accident-prone people.
Oh, well, we have some of those here at Live Paranormal as well, so. I believe he's still here. Rob, you're still here?
Crickets.
I know.
Did we scare him away? Oops.
He might have fallen off of his chair.
Bye.
He might have fallen off his chair and he didn't have his flashlight. That could be the situation. I'm sure he'll chime in here in just a second. No, but, I know we all have our favorite piece of equipment, and I know that I always say any answers that I give are subject to change at any given point, even in 5 minutes from now, because, there's always new things coming out because there's some awesome people who, create some really neat and innovative types of equipment that we can use in this field. And, so I reserve the right to change my mind at any given point, but I like things that light up, but I prefer things that, like my audio recorder.
You know what? I love audio recorders until you have to then go through the entire night again and listen.
Well, and that's, my...
Then I'm not a fan of them. Then, what was I thinking?
Yeah. There is that.
Well, how do you guys do How do you do the evidence? Do you guys do it all together? Does somebody have their focus, or do you guys? How does that work? Because you guys have a pretty big team.
Bob.
Well, actually, Mark is our audio guy. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Mark is a godsend. He has been with us pretty much from day one of NEPA Paranormal, and if I were to guess, he has probably gone over 1 million hours of EP sessions. I mean, he just can sit down for 7 straight hours and listen to that, and I don't know how he does it, I really don't. But he is a godsend.
Yeah.
that hit me.
And as far as the video, I pretty much go over most of the video. If I need a hand, I'll ask anybody, any one of these guys. I'm sure will help me out. But I've been pretty much keeping it under control. You know, we spread the shows out enough where, you know, I can watch it with plenty of time.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know I get to see the audio and the video. And
you know, you don't really think about the number. You don't really think about the number of recorders, but any given time we have 5 to 6 recorders running for 2 nights, and it really came when we had the Knickerbocker the second night, and we put that recorder in the one back bedroom, Bob, and I remember you tagging with "Sorry, Mark," because we left it there for probably 12 hours.
Oh.
I can't imagine listening to 12 hours of absolutely, well, hopefully something.
Right.
But, you know, why everybody is. What's that?
You wait for it with big breath when you're listening to that audio. You're listening to it and it's like, okay. And I swear I've had times where I go, okay, I've been listening to so much audio, just like I watch so much video that I might be hallucinating sounds at this point. I have to walk away because you're waiting for something and you want to, you know, you're like, I just want to hear something other than the crap I'm hearing right now. Yeah. So if Mark is doing all that audio and Bob, you're doing all the video, like, wow. Yeah. That's not always a barrel of fun right there. I'm sorry.
It's funny because you'll watch for Facebook probably for a week after we've done the investigation, and Mark will pop up and say, listening to Tilly Pierce. Okay, day 2 of Tilly Pierce. And you'll get that, and then he'll pop to whatever is next. And I don't think he ever stops listening.
Wow. He might need to become a saint or something, because that right there, I have to take
No, he needs to be compensated for it. You couldn't pay me enough to do all that audio. Oh, my God.
I know. Wow. He must have a quiet household. I've got kids, and there's no quiet. I have to, work around sleepy time schedules and, you know, everything else, and, I need the perfect... And then again, I'm always no contamination, you know, so I want to be in my bubble to review. You must have a bubble. I'll have to check out. Can I come check out your bubble sometime so I can see what atmosphere you're using to review? Looks like we have a question here in the chat room. It says, what experiment would you like to try at a location? An example would be the Harry Houdini secret code experiment. Have you guys ever thought about that, and have you ever done that? And if so, or if you haven't, what would you do?
Well, we were talking about for next season that was going to be one whole episode of just old school stuff, no modern technology, except obviously the video and audio. So there's
going to make Bobby cry.
Draw a flip
exactly.
And have somebody right. Oh,
there's so many things we probably could go back through and look at, from Houdini to Peter Underwood, a lot of different Hans Holzer, a lot of people from the past, Harry Price, and look at all the different experiments they did and put a whole show together, probably picking some of their best, and put it all in one of our most active places and see what happens.
Wow, I think that's an
Who gave that Harry
idea.
Houdini? Go ahead.
Huh?
What did you say?
Oh, I said I believe that's an excellent idea to go old school.
No batteries required.
Well,
the Harry Houdini thing, you know, it's funny that you should bring that up because we are supposed to do the Harry Houdini Museum for next season.
Oh my gosh, we must have a psychic.
You guys did not know about that, did you?
No, the one in Scranton.
Yeah. Actually, they contacted us about doing a show, so it looks like we're going to be going seeing some Harry Houdini artifacts, and maybe we could do that experiment there.
That's a perfect place for it.
Wow.
You're going to end up doing a double season.
No, we're not. I will be in divorce court if we do that.
I say that jokingly, Bob, but you know how many places already have asked us to come and film for season 7, and it's incredible. It really is. It's an honor.
It is. It really is.
That's absolutely awesome. Now, do you guys only do like the Pennsylvania, New Jersey? What is your limits? Like, or will you guys go anywhere? Is that you go to the ends of the earth? You know, like for your
have equipment, we'll travel.
Right now on radio, I would like to put out there, willing to investigate in the Caribbean. I'm just putting it out there.
Hey, I will join you if they don't want to.
We've been pretty much on the East Coast. I mean, yeah, we've kept it pretty much to the East Coast, but we'd definitely love to branch out. Hook us up with a little plane fare. Yeah, we'll be there. Have equipment, we'll travel.
And the equipment to travel. Flying with your equipment, I always want to just cry because I feel like I have to pick the things I love the most. I take for granted the vehicle. When you're flying, you can't bring everything unless you're like going to pay for all of it to travel. And I know I wasn't going to pay for it all to travel. And it's like leaving little children behind. I was like, you can't come with me, okay? And like leaving my equipment, you know, because you end up having that. Well, I know I have that bond with my equipment because I feel like I'm dragging it everywhere. And, yeah, you got to take care of it. Got to love it. Give batteries.
Bob, you really going to leave Rufus behind?
See?
No.
You have to bring all the doggies.
Oh, he gets his own seat.
That's part of the contract. He must have his own seat. Very nice.
I want to be on a different flight.
I'm playing. There you go. That's great. Big Bob's back, I think. You hear Rob?
Yeah.
No other.
Hello?
Is Rob back? Huh.
I'm here.
Yeah, I knew you were here. I was looking for Rob. I was going to make him come in and be social here. Rob.
Hello? Hello? You lost me.
Now we hear you, Bob.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway. All right. So, out of all the places you guys investigated for the most recent season, do you all agree on a favorite location, or do you each have your own favorite? And what is it? Where is that?
Oh, wow. I never agree with Bob on anything.
I must
and even if we do, we say we don't.
I was going to say, I thought that was a rule.
Never agree with Bob. That's right. It's rule number 1. Mine was a Knickerbocker.
You know, I have to agree, the Knickerbocker. I hate to agree with you, Dave, but that place was, I got more or heard more Class A EVPs in that one night than I think I have in 10 years.
Yeah, that night and the disembodied voice to top it off, that was it.
Plus the portal exploding upstairs when we sat on the bed.
What?
That's going to be a great episode. I hope everybody watches for that episode because that's going to be an absolutely fantastic episode.
There's an explosion. I'm totally watching because I had things explode during an investigation, and I have to say, the look on our face, it was definitely a Kodak moment. I'm so glad it was caught on camera because it was funny. So I'll watch. When is that episode going to air?
Bob.
He's like, I'm not here. Oh, there he is. Now he really wasn't here. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, do we?
Oh.
Hi. Welcome
Hi, Bob.
back. We were just
The
talking
Knickerbocker.
to you.
When is the Knickerbocker going to air? Is that going to be the last show?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you, Bob.
Oh, I didn't know you could hear me. I was like talking here. I was thinking, all right, they're just screwing me or something here. When is the Knickerbocker going to air? It is the last episode. It will probably be the week of Christmas. Yeah, that's when it's going to air.
That's a good Christmas present for everybody.
There you go.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Yay. All right. I'm ready to get down to, so I put it in my calendar. Watch the explosion. Watch explode. There we go. Gotta love that. So, I
There
guess
was a lot
the
of explosions
Knickerbocker.
at Gettysburg, too.
Really? Lots of
Gunfire.
explosions, huh?
That's crazy.
Huh. Interesting.
Come on, Nikki, give us some more questions here. Come on.
Well, let's see. What do I got here? Let's see. You guys are on not only you guys can be seen on Roku now. Is that right?
Yeah, we're on Roku.
Where else can they see you? Because they're asking here in the chat room, and they want to know where they can tune in and catch you guys.
They can see us in northeastern Pennsylvania on the CW, Box 56, WYLN. Right after the episode airs, we normally put it up on our YouTube channel. Just type in ghostdetectives.tv. All our episodes are up there. Commercial free, of course. And I think we're on a few paranormal networks, too.
We're on in Florida now, too, right?
Yes, we are in Florida. I don't know the exact channel, so don't quote me on that.
But it's out Fort Lauderdale area, I believe.
I thought it was Jacksonville, they said.
Was it Jacksonville?
Jacksonville area. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was Jacksonville.
So if I need to go to Florida?
Look up the word Florida, you might be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
There you go. Awesome.
Well, it was kind of a spare of the moment thing, and it was a package thing they threw in for us, so we were happy.
Oh.
We're gonna keep on trying to expand out there.
You doing Periscope?
I'm sorry. We have, of course we have Periscope. You have to watch us on Periscope. Oh my God! Every investigation we went to, it was like the pre-investigation thing, and actually we had updates at the Knickerbocker. We had updates. It was pretty crazy.
I have yet to use Periscope for myself. Like, I've watched people's Periscope, but I haven't done it. I think I need to have somebody do Periscope with me, hold my hand to help me Periscope.
It is so funny because it is so funny because Dave would be like doing a Periscope, and it's like 3:20 in the morning, and there's 43 people watching it live. I'm thinking, who the heck stays up at 3:30 in the morning to watch this?
I'm always up. So I keep watching. I'm going to have to take and find you guys on Periscope and follow you guys there.
What do they do? Do they sit by the phone? Oh, my God, they're going to Periscope. Here it comes.
Some people keep their alerts on, and I don't know how they do it because I think I'd go crazy with the Periscope alerts of people constantly going on, and I'd be like, because that's just, so that's why I have to take and keep an eye out for when people are going to be on. Or I just catch them randomly. So I'm sure I will. I'm going to make it a point to find you guys, but I'm also will probably pop in randomly. You guys will be on. I'll be like, "What's up? It's great. I like it." I'm just afraid to do it myself. So maybe next time I see you guys, you can teach me how to Periscope instead of teaching me how to Dougie. There you go.
Dave is the king of Periscope, so
he is.
I got addicted to it that one night.
Dave, can you teach me Periscope? I'm going to have to come get lessons on Periscope.
That's right. Well,
I have to kiss the ring, right?
Guru.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Can you guys tell me if you've got any events coming up? I know you guys just had one. Do you have any coming up here, or are you taking a break for the holidays?
Well, we're taking a break for the holidays.
So thanks, Bob.
Yeah. Me and Bob will have events that we're already launching now for, we've combined forces, the Ghost Hunter store and Bob with the Ghost Detectives and Vortex Ghost Gear to do more investigations, the public kind that we do through the store, but on a larger, grander scale and more locations. So we've already announced Moundsville and put that date up. The Knickerbocker is one of our places that we're going to be going to in March. We have a nice long list of places that they're going to be slowly going up. So we're starting beginning of the year through, probably going through at least through November. We're going to have stuff going on all next year, different events at a lot of locations that we film at. So it'll give people an opportunity to go out and experience some of these haunted places that they might not normally have access to, or might not be affordable for them to go out. They're groups of just 2 or 3 people. They can go out with us and get to experience some of these places they've heard about or seen on TV.
Awesome. And where can they find that information out at?
HauntedExplorationEvents.com or Haunted Exploration Events on Facebook.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. Well, I'm going to check that out, too, because that's absolutely fantastic and exciting. I'm writing it down because otherwise I'll never remember. But that's pretty easy to remember, Haunted Explorations. Well, I would like to thank you guys for being our guest this evening for Rob and myself. I'll speak for him. If you guys want to quickly just give me any type of, I put some links within the chat room, but if you want to get some links out for anything else that you want to promote, you got like 5 minutes. You can do it. Promote away.
Go ahead, Dave. Oh, you want me to get? Okay. The GhostHunterStore.com. Open 24 hours, 7 days a week, and still come and visit us over in Burlington, New Jersey, at our storefront. I just said the HauntedExplorationsEvents.com and also on Facebook, too. All right, Bob, your turn.
Oh. Okay, well, you can catch us on GhostDetectives.tv, or you can catch some of our residential cases on NEPAParanormal.com. Also, I build equipment, VortexGhostGear.com. You can buy all your stuff there or at the Ghost Hunter store. They're the only 2 places that you can actually buy my stuff. And I'd like to give a shout-out to the rest of our team that couldn't make it tonight. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys again, and it won't be long. Hang in there.
Awesome. Anybody else?
No, I just kind of go where they go.
Everybody watch for the Tilly Pierce investigation this week on the Ghost Detectives.
Okay, and that airs on what night was that?
Friday and Saturday and Tuesday, I believe, on the other networks at prime time, 8 o'clock. So.
Awesome.
And
tune in, everybody.
The Jenny Wade house is already up. So you can
Dave.
watch Bob cry. If you want to watch Bob cry,
That's
you can watch him cry during the Jenny Wade episode. It's a very emotional. It's heart-wrenching. It's emotional, riveting paranormal TV at its best.
Oh, I should write those words you just used all down for Rob's intro next week, too. Riveting. Very nice, very nice. Well,
there's a reason it's our season featured.
Yeah? All right. Well, I would like to thank you all for being a guest tonight.
Oh, well, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Copycat.
And
thank you for having us.
And you guys are, I'm telling you, you guys are so much fun, and, I love the energy you guys have. I know that you guys have your you know, you have a good time. And that's, you know, very, very important because I think some people lose their focus and they feel like they have to be stiff as a board, you know, all the time. And no, we don't need to be that way. We can have fun, too. And there's a serious time and there's a fun time. And then there's, you know. So I appreciate getting to see the fun and sarcastic side of your team tonight because I think it's great. I absolutely love it. You guys are human, and that makes it fabulous.
I got
thank
nothing.
You guys. No
thank you. Thanks for having us, Nikki. We really appreciate it.
And,
thanks,
Take
Nikki.
care, and sure, no problem. Take care, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and sign us all off. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Live Paranormal Spotlight Radio, and I will see you all sometime soon. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.